Bun B, the Houston legend, is in the news, but before we get into that, I would like to invite you to my Facebook account. Yes, your boy's on Facebook. I got a page, and I'm about to start delivering news on it, just like on YouTube. If you got a Facebook account, you can probably tap in with your boy quicker on my Facebook account. Yes, you can monetize a Facebook account for anybody that wants to know, and I plan on doing that. We just showing the people ways to make money. Again, if you got a Facebook account, please type in Mr. Taliaferro, it's Mr. Taliaferro, whatever. Find me on the book, add your boy, and you can get more up-to-date news. All right, Mr. Taliaferro TV, how's everybody doing out there? This story is hard on every level. This story is hard, not to mention that we got a hip-hop element to it. Let me just break this down to you guys the best way I can. Couple things about your boy, Mr. Taliaferro. I love when my rappers do things that they talk about in their music. That's the era I come up in. I ain't never been in the streets, but the rap that I listen to, I came up through an era where I believed my rappers were these superhero figures. That's the era I came up with. I ain't come up in this era where you don't know if this dude actually living the life that he rapping about, or if his mom's a freaking nurse, or if his dad's a freaking lawyer. And nothing's wrong with that, but you know damn well somebody with a mom as a nurse and a dad as a lawyer ain't got no business being in the street or claiming to be in the street. I like when my rappers live the life that they talking about. I'm not advocating for anybody to go out and do something stupid. I just like for people to live their truth. Here's how I look at rap in 2019. I believe rap is the big genre that's controlling the world, but from rap, I believe you have a lot of sub-genres, like the mumble rap era. I think there's a difference between the mumble rap era and artists like Lil Baby, Moneybagg Yo, and 21 Savage. They give me a little bit of trap, but it's also some lyrical miracle to it, you know what I mean? So I wouldn't put them 100% in the trap era, because them dudes can rap. All right. Then, of course, we obviously got trap, which I believe is the biggest genre of rap right now. I said all that to say, I feel like trap has not given proper credit to certain people or certain eras that had big influences, right? Or certain cities that had big influences. Salute to T.I. with his trap museum. He's doing his part to give credit to a lot of cities that have been big in the trap era. Obviously, we give Atlanta a lot of the credit. Pretty much from about 2003 on up, Atlanta's gotten all the credit for trap. But before that, we need to give credit to the 3-6 Mafias of the world. Memphis. I just give my hometown city, Memphis, a lot of credit, because in the 90s, late 90s, 2000, Memphis, they were doing their thing. And before that, Houston was doing that thing. Now, we might not didn't call it trap music in the early 90s, but let me make myself clear. What UGK was doing was trap music, and that gets me to my video finally. Bun B, one half of UGK, rest in peace to Pimp C, was involved in an incident that's hard to me on every level. If you like your rappers, no matter what age they are, to still be able to live the life that they've talked about in their music, well, Bun B was well equipped to do that and more. Last night, Bun B and his wife, whose name is so fitting in a story like this, her name is Queen, were involved in the incident at Bun B's home in Houston, Texas, where allegedly an armed robber tried to come in and rob Bun B and his wife while they were there. It was actually a home invasion. All right. Bun B's wife, Queen, she knew she had a package on the way. She thought her package was coming. But when she got to the door, this armed robber forced himself in, tried to do whatever to her and harm whatever. And he was actually trying to get up the steps to get to Bun B, who was also in the home at the time. Now, Queen, being the ride or die chick that she is for a man, she's thinking that this just isn't a random incident. She's thinking that this man was trying to get to her husband, Bun B, and this was like a targeted situation going on. So she wouldn't allow this clown, who we now know, this suspected robber, who we now know his name is DeMonte Jackson, she wouldn't allow him up the steps. She's like, you're not about to get to my man. So she acted like, you know, she didn't know how to get up the steps or whatever. She led this robber to their garage where there was keys to a car. She was able, you know, pretty much saying, look, just take the car, do what you gotta do, just get the hell up out of here. At that point, reportedly, Bun B heard what was going on, heard some type of commotion going on with his wife. He came downstairs, he got to the garage, he grabbed his gun while he was heading to the garage, and at that point he was able to get in some type of back and forth with this suspected robber, and I believe, I don't quote me on this, a shot was fired or two in the direction of this robber, and I believe he was hit in the shoulder. The robber did get away on foot for a few minutes. He was later picked up as reportedly he did take his mask off and Bun B saw his face. I'm not sure if Bun B identified this guy or did he give himself away a few moments later some other way, right? Maybe it was the clothes he had on. I'm not 100% sure, but police now have this guy in custody as he was later arrested at a local hospital and has been charged with 2 counts of aggravated robbery with a deadly weapon and 1 count of burglary, held on $120,000 bond. Is Jackson, again, shot in the shoulder, either by Bun B or by himself wrestling for the weapon. I'm gonna give that credit to Bun B just for my historical sake, because that's hard, bruh. That is hard. You come into a rapper's home and his wife, knowing her man is a big time rapper, an OG legendary rapper, thinking that somebody's about to target him. She wouldn't even allow you up the steps to get to her man and set her man up, probably catch him off guard, so she leads you to the garage. She about to let you just get a whip and dip. Nah, then Bun B comes down like superhero with the weapon and saves not only his queen but his family and his, and saves the validity in their home. Man, that's hard, bro. That is super hard. Again, a fitting name for Bun B's wife. Her name is Queen. She deserves every bit of that title because that was some legendary shit by her and the king himself, Bun B. That's hard. And by the way, even if Bun B did identify this suspect, I like having little conversations like this because we've talked about the word snitching a lot in the last calendar year, obviously with stories like Tekashi 6ix9ine. This ain't snitching, bruh. This was a law-abiding citizen in his home, protecting himself and his family. And even if he did have to identify this guy, no, bro, this is a law-abiding citizen who wasn't starting no problems with anyone else. This was somebody was messing with him and his family, and he took care of business. And that guy, Devontae Jackson, first and foremost, for trying to come into somebody's home and rob a woman is cowardly to me. And then second off, you tried to rob a Houston legend. And third off, you got shot in the process. You a rookie. You deserve everything that you get coming your way, which includes jail time. I thank you guys so much for the time, love, and support. On a serious note, though, I mean, look, man, with the Nipsey Hussle situation, close to a month old, we are going to be sensitive about our artists as we should be. Really, we should just be sensitive about our people, bro. Especially in that rap community, we're going to be sensitive about artists, and we hear stories like this. I think we're going to take them more seriously because it feels like for so long we were not taking certain situations seriously in our community, and then we lost one. So thank y'all so much for the time. Let's put it on. Take it for granted. Salute. I'm out. I came from nothing, but I want everything God has for me. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I still represent the culture.
I got the kids. You are now tuned in.
Yo, we locked in right now, Mr.
TALIAFERRO.
Mr. TALIAFERRO.
Shout out to Mr. TALIAFERRO.
You watching Mr. TALIAFERRO TV.
Mr. TALIAFERRO TV. Here with the triple B's, you can't do nothing but win.